Today I just needed to. I forgot to mute I had the Twitch video running in the background and I forgot to mute it. And I should probably figure out a way to mute that window so it's not an issue anymore. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday though. It's been really beautiful in the Bay Area. It's been really warm, uncharacteristically warm. It might be a hot summer. I don't know. But I thought that today I would try to load some other problem sets that I have in the GoGrinder. So instead of just trying Tsumigo, maybe I could try some of these other SGF sets that I have. They might actually work a little bit better in a different SGF viewer. But I'm going to try them in GoGrinder. They might be a little bit nerve-wracking, but I can always navigate the solution. And I shouldn't try to be too strict about how I use these with GoGrinder. I shouldn't be too concerned about whether or not I get them right and get the pretty jingle or not. I might even turn off the sounds just because I don't want to get myself depressed when I keep on hearing the failed sound. Let's see what else. We're going to be drinking in Iris Vineyards 2014 Pinot Noir. Looks like it's aged for some period of time in French oak. Looks like 6 months. 6 months in French oak. The tasting notes look pretty normal for Pinot Noir, and I hate it when they describe everything about it on the label, so I'm just going to ignore it. It's Willamette Valley AVA, American Viticulture Area, which is in Oregon. Yeah, I've been kind of going through a little Oregon wine kick. All right, so we'll let this air out a little bit and do some opening problems. Ooh, wow, that's a really pale Pinot Noir. Yeah, that's very pale. All right, let's see. I guess it's looks like that. Yep, smells like a Pinot Noir. So we're gonna do opening, and there's only 175 of these problems in this set. I figured the best way to approach them might be to kind of just make a best guess and then quickly go into just navigating the solution. Problem 1, black to play. Black has made a Nirense formation on the right. I guess we should ignore the locations. Actually, I'm going to change this from randomly flipping and randomly swapping colors. I'm also going to disable the right-wrong sounds just because I'm not going to be treating these opening problems like that, like Tsumigo. That should be good. Let's try this again. And now I'll try to reopen these and see whether or not the descriptions are a little bit more accurate. Okay, looks like that's right. So black has made a Nirense formation on the right. If black wants to play on the left side, which approach move should he make? Well, I see this every day, and I would be looking at either the high approach or the low approach. I would more often than not play the high approach. What would be the benefit of the low approach? I guess the thing about playing low is that maybe you could, I don't know, maybe you could settle a little bit more. I mean, what's the continuation for the Joseki? I guess we can play it through. Let me try the high one first. This is what I would think to play very naturally. And it immediately says that that's the correct answer without any kind of continuation, so that's not too useful. And it says, black usually plays the one space high pincer or high approach move at 1. This move is preferred because white does not have a good pincer against black 1 in relation to his marked stone in the lower left. Okay, there's no stone being marked in this display, but let's go ahead and just navigate the solution. Navigate the solution now, and we'll go through the same process. It's still not marking up the stone in the lower left. So maybe that's just a limitation of GoGrinder. If I run into this issue again and I see that it's not marking up the stones, I'll just load it into a different SGF editor, I guess. I believe that SmartGo might actually work just fine for these. What I can do is just load them in as a problem set. So I'll do that. I'll just load them in as a problem set right now. Get Strong series. This is the Get Strong series from the Get Strong series of books. It's published by, I want to say it's Boslik. It's is that Casado or Utopian? I think it's Casado. Get Strong at the opening. Okay, well these seem to load just fine. There's no metadata or anything, but that's fine with me. Maybe they'll navigate a little bit better. I'm also going to look that up just so I can attribute the problem set to the correct source. Get Strong at the opening is a Richard Bazilic test published by Casado in August of 1996. I wanted to make sure that I cited the source of these problems. It just seems like the right thing to do, doesn't it? So, here we are. I give up a few steps. Oh no. Okay, I'm alive in the corner. That's the goal, right? This is a life and death problem. I accidentally played one of my other videos. Oh well. No big deal. So here we go. Try again. So this is what I would think. It says, yay, bang, bang, bang. I guess that's SGF's, or that's SmartGo's way of telling me that I was right. It says black usually plays because white does not have a good pincer against black one in relation to its marks. It still doesn't show the marked stone. That's okay. Whatever. Doesn't bother me. Okay, so the other option would be to play down here, which is probably also correct. The low approach. If black plays... Okay, great. That animated it in a way that I don't really like. I guess if... let me try again. If black plays a low approach with 1, white pincers at 2. Okay. Let me start again. Black plays a low approach at 1. I guess it automatically moves forward to this next one. I'm not sure why. It's probably because the problem-solving aspect of this isn't really intended to have. Well, I guess it should be. Maybe the SGFs just simply haven't been marked up right, so it's advancing in a particular in a set way. So the 3-space pincer. I don't see this very often. The 3-space pincer of white 2 is a good extension from white's marked stone below. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 6-stone extension. I guess it kind of works with that. White's response would be what? Kossumi, attach, jump. It's actually difficult. These kind of loose pincers, I'm really not sure what to do most of the time. It seems like Kossumi is just a little too tight. Like I should be able to just jump. Maybe I could just attach to the 3. I'll try that. Nope, didn't like that. Jump. Didn't like that. Well, that's interesting. Problem solving, repeat if wrong. I'm going to do this random orientation, make sure I turn that off. A random color, make sure I turn that off because it needs to be oriented correctly. And let's disable the random choice of correct answers and the problem solving. Maybe that's the way to do it. So, low approach. Oh, it's not automatically advancing anymore, so now what? I'm supposed to guess where white's going to play? I guess I'll just advance forward. Okay, so low 3. The 3-space pincer. The 3-space pincer of white is good. Extension from white's marked stone below. Black's response, maybe just Kossumi, huh? No, that's not right. I guess it is. Otherwise it would complain, right? What would be white's response? Maybe it's not. This I'm finding difficult. I'm finding difficult to to use these with just a traditional problem solver. Maybe I should just import them into into an SGF editor. Problem with the KGS SGF editor is it'll show me the next variation. It'll show me the moves. It'll mark them up automatically on the board, I think. So I don't want to do that. I used to have something else that worked pretty well at this, but I can't find. I guess we could try many faces ago. I haven't. What? I guess I have to get a new code at some point. I actually did pay for this. Solve Go problems. Try this. What? Ah, darn it. Maybe this would work well for it. I'll get a new code one of these days about study Fuseki, huh? Ah, I forgot about these features. I haven't opened this program for a while. Okay, let's just continue to use GoGrinder. It's probably the least bad option, because I can always just hit navigate problem. Black uses the one space high approach, and then white pincers here. Nope. Maybe just low pincer like this? No. I guess it doesn't like either of those. Oh, that's the correct answer already, but if I was to play down here. Okay, so the two variations that white's looking at are these guys, huh? Which is 2-space high pincer or the 3-space low pincer. Okay, so let's restart it. Navigation off, try that again. That automatic, oh, okay, it'll play both of them, either of them, that's interesting. We'll try the high pincer. The high pincer, this feels like I should just jump. Failed. What's wrong with that jump? Maybe it's still diagonal. This Kotsumi is so unnatural for me. Just doesn't feel very effective. Hmm. White gets a nice extension here, so he's got some base starting to form over here. He's probably going to settle down here later, huh? For me, my option is, the only one that I can see would be to slide in here. Attaching, generally you don't want to strengthen your opponent, right? Maybe this. Yep, and then white settles here. Okay. If the Joseki to 6 follows, the white stone at 6, I guess that's this, at 6, reduces the influence of black's star point stones on the right. Fair enough. Any other options from here though? I guess that's all they did. Those are the only variations they did for this problem. Then they did the low pincer with the 3-space low pincer. Let's try that. I think I have to restart it a few times to get it to do that. There he goes, now goes low. It says, the 3-space pincer of white 2 is a good extension from white's marked stone below. And black's only answer yet again is Kotsumi. No, I guess it's not. Oh, I see. Maybe to press here. Yeah, and try to build a thickness. No, not yet. Slide? No. How about just attach? That seems to be the one. So if I hunt it here, I take the corner, but it's pretty sad because it gives black a sente move. At least one forcing move to push here. And then I have this weird looking thing, and then what? Hey, sarcasm, use Rex. Maybe the Hane here, settle, get forced down once by white. Then what? I mean, with white stone here, that seems pretty bad for black, like a pretty lousy result. If this was me, I'd probably try to jump out or something, but I guess that's still pretty lousy. White can just extend here, keep on growing on the side. Maybe black should just settle. Maybe that's it. Looks like it might be, yeah. And then this seems necessary. Yeah, and then maybe this is a follow-up. Maybe even this. So white 8, which is this, would reduce the influence of black's star point stones on the right. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're doing opening problems today. Then I might go into more life and death problems. I don't know. I'm trying to do problems just because I'm a little tired of playing. Um, I might do some more teaching games at some point in the future. Teaching games are a little bit more useful for me, but I've been getting tired of playing a lot of games, so I'm working on problems. Moving on. Problem number 1, I guess. Problem number 2. Okay, I guess I'll pay attention to this down here. Black to play. Black has made a Sanrense with the marked stone, so that means he's building up influence towards the center. He's going to try to get big out into the center. Seems like the critical area is the lower right here, of course, but kind of the frontier, whatever you want to call it, is right here. If black gets a chance to play in here, then he can build something pretty big with the support of this stone and also simultaneously reduce white's potential at the top. So this seems like a pretty good option. These three right here seem like options. But it seems like this is more critical down here right now. So against white 1. Okay, this is commonly played. I'm overthinking this. I think the pincer of black 2 is often played. How does black answer white 3? Well, I mean, the most natural thing would be, since you've got this marked stone here, you can play this way. It gets you kind of in an ideal position to build a nice wall facing towards this support zone. There's still an opportunity for white to play somewhere in here to reduce further, but I think you can take steps if you choose to extend that way to prevent that, to mitigate that. So this is obviously the right direction. Sorry about that, it's skipping ahead for some reason. Black, okay, so this. I'm trying to find the right editor to load these problems in that don't really ruin it. I think what I might try to do, is there an option in KG or in the in this editor to disable marking up the next moves? I guess not. Let me try it just for the fun of it. Edit SGF and I'll try to get strong at the opening. And this is just the first problem. That's kind of stupid. I don't want to open these all up one at a time. Edit SGF file, get strong at the opening. I don't want to open these up one at a time. I thought I had these all put together. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe it doesn't support that many variations. I don't know. This is a pretty large file. Let me try MultiGo. I don't think I have it installed right now, but give me a minute and I'll install it. MultiGo works pretty well when it gets tuned in. Yeah, that's too bad. I don't have it installed right now. MultiGo would be good for this. Actually, you know what? Maybe SmartGo would if I opened it, but it wasn't in as a problem. Games, file, open, get strong at the opening. Yeah, maybe this will work. Or not, this is just the first problem still. Tools, is there a way to merge SCF here? File, open folder. I don't want to open all the games in this folder. Am I in problems still? What the hell? Hmm. It's a funny thing because I thought that I had opened all of these as one. I really had thought that. I'm just gonna get multi-go. I know that works. I've used that and I enjoy it. I think it's actually a pretty nice little SGF editor. Wow, but it's not updated. That's the problem, is it? It's super old. It's like 8 years old now. Was it multi-go? Wow. Hmm. Drago. Maybe it's Drago. That sounds right. Yeah, this seems like it's still somewhat updated, I think. Maybe this has got a... See if it actually decides to open or just crashes everything. Yeah, I like Drago too. It seems like the installer is hanging a little bit. With these SGF files, I really, I think it will be. I mean, I've used it for this in the past. All I have to do is disable. Basically, it just has a really nice intuitive a tree view, like of next moves, and I can merge all those SGFs into a single file. I know I can do that. It's kind of a bummer because I thought I had them all as one somewhere. So the fact that I lost them, it's kind of strange. Maybe I was looking at these others, not that one. I don't know. I mean, it looks big enough to be. Drag it, let's try this. No, I guess not. But it did retain all my settings, so it is set up the way that I like. I just don't know if I can merge all those SGS. I'm pretty sure I can. Collections, I can just... Oh, look at that. It's already actually got them all open. It's just that for some reason maybe I was trying to add them by hand or something like that. I'm not sure. Get strong at the opening.db. Go Drago databases. Oh, I did this a while ago. It's been ages since I've looked at this stuff, so I guess I made a Drago databases. Oh, look at that. I even have the portable thing there, so that's weird. Yeah, I did this years ago. Jeez. Get strong at the opening DB, I guess, huh? That sounds right. I don't know if it'll work, but I guess we can try. Database, open database. Get strong, database, opening. There we are. Unfortunately, this is all basically akin to having all of the separate problems, right? So I still have to walk through them. It's kind of irritating. Maybe I can progress. Wait, I can, just like this. I think next problem. Next problem. Next game. Yeah, there we go. So it's just treated like next games now, you see? So basically each SGF file is just in the next game in the Drago database. And as long as I have the next move markups disabled, then it'll work fine. I still get trees so I can see whether or not there are any other variations. but I don't get any cheats that indicate which the right move is, which is what I like. Okay, that'll work. That should work. Now I'll just make sure that this gets fit in to look decent. Okay. This is quickly becoming my GoStream computer. It's just a bunch of Go stuff open. I don't know if it'll let me resize like this. That'd be interesting if it didn't. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's giving me a hard time. Maybe I just need to resize this way, huh? Resize this way first, then this way next? Yeah, that's right. Okay. I think this is good enough, right? Seems good enough. It's somewhat readable. Okay. So, okay, black to play, black to play. Black has made an errant, we'll try this again. So this was the upper one. So that's the correct answer. Victory, it's all set up. It's just been ages since I've used these get strong problems. I knew I set it up to try to do this right. It's just that I forgot that I was running Drago using the portable, and the portable was in my Go folder in Dropbox because I moved it from Google Drive to Dropbox a while ago. So mission accomplished. That's the correct answer, and I know there's another variation, right, with a lot more interesting variations. So where could that be? Well, of course, that was down here. This was if the low approach. If black plays the low approach with 1, then, okay, where will white play? I guess white could play one of 2 places, at least in this tree. The 2 places we've already established are the 3-space low pincer or the 2-space high pincer. 2-space high pincer is the first variation. The answer to that for black was 2 Kosumi. Very unnatural move for me. I have a hard time ever seeing this because it looks just so painful for black. I wonder how to punish white if they Tanuki or something like that. Probably just to attach C17 or E16 or even C10, D10. I don't know, maybe there's lots of options around here. But I think the answer for white was the knight's move at F16 in this variation, and then black would slide in to settle, and then white would end by settling also sort of at K17 and reducing the influence of these 2 stones. If the Joseki to 6 follows, the white stone at 6 reduces the influence of black's star point stones on the right. So good. We can come back up here now. And the other variation for white, like we described, was the 3-space low pincer. And the 3-space pincer of white 2 is a good extension from the white's marked stone. Okay. So black's response to this is to attach, I guess. I probably would have picked E16 before I picked D16, but D16, I guess the point of D16 is to have the option to settle down here, I guess, if black extends, which black most likely will because he doesn't want to give black the influence on the top. And if I play E16, I mean, here's the thing, I would have thought to do this, right? Unable to modify the game in the database, extract a new tab and try again. That sucks. So I can't even edit this? Is it because it's in read-only? What's the deal? View. Read-only? I guess now it's read-only. I'd like to be able to mark this up, so maybe I'll just mark it up. No. Sure, why not? Like, I was thinking this originally. Something like this, and then I guess the problem with this is that what would white play here? Maybe I don't know. I don't see this as being a problem for black. I mean, I don't see this as being a problem for black. Well, fiddlesticks. No. Hmm. Well, I guess the thing to remember is this is a 20-year-old book, so you got to take it all with kind of a grain of salt. It might not be the fastest opening plays. I think the best way to look at it would be very traditional, or not so modern. So rather than just testing different variations, I think I'm going to just maybe I'll try to mark up if I can. Just try to look to see what the idea was that they were thinking about. Database settings. Hmm. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Didn't know I could do that. It's kind of fun. Um, I guess the problem is I can't edit these directly, which again kind of stinks for me because rather than just walking through this, I'd really like to be able to mark it up. Database settings. I already checked that. Navigation. That's okay. It's still better than any of the other options out there right now. Maybe I'll figure out a way to do this better. Okay, we'll go to the next problem. Okay, this one we hit, which was this to play down. So it seems obvious. There's two variations at this point, so it seems like there's two different ways for black to play here, but I don't think that's the case. I think the other one must be a failure. So this is the right one. Correct answer, with the mark stone in the middle of the right place, black one is the only move. Okay, so I guess that explains it. This is the only move. White would play, I mean, we see this all the time, right? Black push. I think the weird thing about this book, though, is that I don't know if white actually plays down at O2 here. I can't remember. Let's try. Yeah, I guess so. And then I can't remember if black plays the knight's move or if he just pushes again, actually, in this situation. I'll just try this. Yeah, it looks like that's what they decided to go with for the book, so. Yep, often seen in Sanren Seifusekis. So up here, the wrong one is probably to turn the other direction like this. Totally ignores this marked stone, just the wrong direction. After this sequence, which would be, I don't know if, I guess white could. No, white will push. And then black will, I guess, push again. This, we all see this all the time, right? And then I guess white jumps like that. After white 8, the marked stone is misplaced and not working efficiently. Yeah, this is so sad. It would be a different thing if there was another black stone over here. But no, not efficient. Okay, Sunday. It's a little bit early for me to stream, actually. And I've already been streaming for 35 minutes. Geez, I've only done a couple of these opening problems. Let's move to the next one. Okay, Sanren. No, it's not Sanren. This is Chinese. Chinese opening with 5. It's high Chinese. How should white respond to this move? Oh, this is a good one for me because I often am not sure how to respond to the Chinese opening. I usually just kind of wing it. I think the two options that I always look at are, I I play this a lot because I did it once, and anyone that reviews it, all the instructors always say that works. That's an option. To me, that means that it's probably not played very often. It's probably not that optimal, but it still works. I think it's either just a knight's move here, but because I like the way that it works with 2 and 4. But I think this is actually wrong. I think playing it here is the right idea for this kind of a setup. So let me try here. Nope, wrong. I'll count this as being a wrong, meaning that it wasn't one of the variations. So maybe here. Yep. This is the correct answer. It says white 1 is also possible. Ignore this marking. I've got markings disabled, and ignore the comments that mention any of the other branches. So I guess if white plays here, then black would just fall back. Pincer? I guess pincer's probably... No, pincer is stupid. There's nothing over here for black. Top's not interesting. I guess the benefit... Yeah, there's no benefit to pincer. I think black might attach, but not really, because this stone doesn't really set up for that. Maybe if it was on the start point. I think black's best move is just back off. Guess not. Maybe high? Yeah, high. And then white would, I guess, either back off to the star. I mean, there's lots of options here, right? Black could back off to the star point. He could just extend 2. He could slide. Maybe he'll just slide the simple one. I guess not. Maybe back off to the star point. Yeah. I'd take this game for white. I don't like it. I generally don't like having... I guess it's black's. I mean, it's black's turn though, so black could approach over here. Or play just here. I guess black would normally play over here. Try to get a double wing. I don't know. The other option might be down here. No, didn't show that. Maybe just up here? No. I give up. I concede. Correct answer. I just played the bottom star point, huh? I guess to deny black the double wing. And then black would probably approach over here, huh? No, I guess not. Maybe take the top star point? Yeah, that's simple. And white's next best move would probably just be playing the last star point. I mean, this is an opening book, right? It's intended for people my strength, you know, single digit cues, so it's probably going to just pick the single big point that's remaining. Yeah. 3 are the standard response. It's not a good idea for white to play 1 at A or B without any preparatory moves. Okay, so that's the answer to that. Whether black has played the low or high version of the Chinese opening, white 1 is still the correct move. So it's saying basically that this is the right move. It's dangerous to play this. It's dangerous to play the knight's moves in here unless you've got some kind of support, I guess, out here. Ah, man, I'd almost always do this. This is still the correct answer, and this looks a lot more, this is a lot easier for me to remember. But the follow-up, I just have to remember that I need to extend to that star point, I guess. Okay. Next game. Oh boy. Now I'm a person that plays star points just about 99% of my games. So when I see openings like this, I have no idea what to do. And that's why I play star points. Whoa. Let me see. Black to play. What in the hell do these things even mean? I don't even know how to read this. This is like tea leaves to me that 2 and 4 are trying to, I guess, immediately take, I guess they're territorial with an emphasis on the corner. The idea is that they could play another move each and gain good territory in the corner, I guess. I don't know. If I were black, I would just close off one of my own corners, but maybe that's too slow. Black to play. What should black do? I'm gonna close a corner. I'm gonna close a freaking corner. No, that does not that one. Maybe this one. Yeah. Black should take the opportunity to make a corner enclosure with 1. So I guess why P16 instead of Q5? Probably because it extends out into the common area, whereas Q5 is an enclosure that that encloses territory that's already got 2 black stones on it. You know, the right side is already kind of where black is playing, and by playing P, or by playing 1 here, black is extending into a shared area that, along the top, or new side along the top. It might also have something to do with white not being able to approach at that point and take more profit on the top. Instead of 1, make an enclosure with A or B would also be. Black should take this opportunity to make an enclosure with 1. Instead of 1, making an enclosure with A or B would also be a good move. So it's also saying, it's just saying that besides this high enclosure 1 point, a low 1 point, or even a 2 point low enclosure would be fine too. And white's response to this looks like white's got 2 responses in the game tree. If I was white, I would probably make an enclosure too. Seems rational, right? Maybe not though, because white's kind of what I just described about why black decided to play 1 here, because it's kind of going out into the shared area. The problem with white is that both of the points that it would take to enclose are on the same. They're facing each other, I guess, if that makes any sense. So where would I play if I was white? Would I just approach here without fixing anything on my own? I don't know. I'll play down here. Nope, not there. Not there. So it's definitely not to make an enclosure. Maybe you'd approach. Wow, that's a variation. That's not the main line. That's a variation. If white makes a high approach move with 2, then black's going to just pincer him. And yeah, that's going to benefit these 2 stones nicely. I like that. That works pretty well. Strong sides facing each other. Symmetrical point, you mean something like this? Just play D10. Black will play a 2-space pincer with 3, or a pincer at A, a low pincer. Black 3 at B is also possible. That would cause, yeah, B would cause white to probably Hane. If he created this variation, he'd extend. Then black would be able to approach over here, make some territory over here, force white to jump, make huge territory over here, possibly with the help of these 2 stones. Okay, let's see this other variation. Oh, it's just low, okay. So, low, So black closes and white approaches low on the other extension. Allowing black to make a second corner enclosure in the low right corner would give him a large territorial advantage. So white must make an approach move with 2. I don't know if I like it. I mean, the pincer's still there. However, black can now take the initiative by playing a pincer with 3. This move is also an extension from his corner enclosure above. Okay. I guess, I don't know. Looks good for black. And white's still got 2 open corners, huh? Don't know. Okay, next game. Problem 5. Black to play. Oh, okay, so this is, the question with this one is, does black extend along the side, which seems normal? Or does black extend out along the top, which seems a little bit less normal? Given the fact that that would basically allow white to negate black's influence on the side, and that's where the points are. So I'm thinking a 3-point extension is looking pretty good. Maybe not there, maybe high. Yeah, low would probably work too. And so white has two responses to this. I think one of them would be to play in here, right? Maybe another one would just be to play down here at c8. I kind of like c8. Maybe it's too early for that. No, you don't want to let black get this in. That's just too nice on the left side for black. So you don't want to just go to nuking and approaching over here or something, because this is just a little too nice to give up to black. So I'm thinking it's going to be either this one or this one. Let's try. That's the variation. White could also strike at black's weak underbelly by extending to 2. Although this seems to be a severe move, black has adequate countermeasures. Not sure what those countermeasures are. And that's one of the things that I don't like about this, about just the problem set, is that it doesn't really go into that. I think the book describes those countermeasures a little bit. But that's why I'd like to be able to load this into an editor where I can continue on. Black's adequate countermeasures are probably just doing something like, I don't know, C10, B10, probably G15 or G14 or H, yeah, probably G15 or G14 or better. Kind of is growing something looking big towards the center, but still giving up E8 is pretty big because it kind of keeps the pressure on, but if you do this, then you can jump out too and you still have something going on down here. So that's the variation, and the other one was here. I think I said it might look like it would be good. Maybe not. Maybe high? Nope, maybe not. Okay, I'll give myself one more chance and then I'm gonna look at it. So I got the variation, which was this one. The other one might be, how about, this is seeming a little passive. This is seeming a little small. Yeah, that's not it. Let's see, let's take a look. Okay, totally different area. If white plays 2 on the right side, well, that's the follow-up that I saw for black, so I did see that, 3. I wouldn't think to play down here, though. Next problem. Black to play. Instead of making a Senrensei at A, black has played the marked stone on the left side. When white plays 3, in which direction should black block? Okay, well basically if you don't have a supporting stone at A or closer, then you can't play R4 here. Otherwise, because of the fact the sequence ends in Sente for white, white will immediately play over here, and all that influence that you thought that you had built by playing the sequence will be gone, or drastically reduced. So you really can't play at R4 unless you have some backup up here at A, at the farthest. A at the farthest. Anything further than A, and it's too far away. So we'll turn this way. And then let's see what the sequence looks like. We should know this by now, basically. It's like this. The sequence to white 8 is Joseki, even though white has taken profit. Black is happy with his thickness. Moreover, he still retains Sente. Yeah, key point. And this is probably the incorrect direction this way. If black does not have a stone in the middle of the right side, he should not block from above, in the middle or closer. But if it's closer than this, I don't know. Or if it's the same distance as this, I have no idea. Okay, and then white can, I guess, just play like this. And maybe here, maybe here. I don't know, where does white choose to play? Right here, okay, low. Oh, I guess I can save this as an SGF. I'm gonna try that. Don't know if it's the whole thing or not. We'll try it though. Ah, yeah, it's just a problem. That's awesome. Oh, no, it's not. That's cool. It actually does save them each as a different game. That's great. Maybe that means I can edit them. Yes, I can. No, yes, I can. Yes, sweet. So all I have to do is not save. Well, that makes life a little bit better. So the DB is where I can regenerate that SGF file from. And now I can do edits, which I like. Oh wow, okay. Black has made a Nirensei formation on the right, a position I find myself in often. This is almost all I play. I've really been working the Nirensei for a long time. I took a long break from Go for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, something like that. And then I started playing, and I played all sorts of different enclosures in the corner, and really mixed it up. And then I got up to about 5Q, and I just started playing Nirensei all the time. If Black wants to play on the left side, then which approach should he make? It's a good question. F3 feels pretty good to me, but this is probably where I'm wrong. It's probably C6, huh? Yeah, we'll see. What? Why did you do that? Nope, that's a new branch, so that's not right. Stop monkeying around with me. So that's a new branch, so that's not right. Looks like it's up here. That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that, actually. Well, wait, of course I would have. Duh. I would have played high, though. What the hell is going on? Why does it keep resizing on me? I'm just going to disconnect it. I'll try that one more time. Okay. Yeah, I would have played high, actually. But it's low. If black plays the low approach, then white has probably a correct and incorrect variation. The correct variation here is... pincer, it seems. Whoa, I got it, huh? 3-space... 3-space low pincer, huh? I have never played that pincer, I think. Okay, and then black's follow-up is approaching. No, black has to do something up here. That's this sequence again, isn't it? It's from that first problem, remember? It seems like it's reverting back to that first problem. So then white, yes. God damn, why does it keep doing that? And then black would play back. Oh, that's killing me, man. You're killing me. Why'd you do that? Wow, this window is all over the place. Drago is super twitchy for me. Keeps resizing every time I click somewhere. And then, nope, this is an alternate sequence, so it's definitely not right. Black would just extend out like this, and then black would play down like this. And then white would jump out, knights. Nope, not that one. This corner isn't that big. That would be nice, because then black would just honey again. How about just a 2-space extension? No. Okay, I'll give myself 3 chances and then I'll look at it. Honey. Yep, I guess that is the way. And then I guess black would want to settle a bit. It seems black would most likely settle his stones with the sequence to 7, but yeah, for white, what about something like, you know, this extension or jumping out like this? I don't know. That's kind of dangerous to do. White's not really settled himself. Maybe just an extension? Yeah, just an extension. White 8 would reduce the influence of black star point stones on the right. Let's go back up and take a look at the if white pincers high. This is that different sequence from problem 1. Let's try to revisit it. I think this one is a Kosumi. And then black, or I mean white knights and black slides to settle. And then white tries to, I guess, make some shape on the top and reduce the influence of Q16. The opening is truly my worst part of the game. Oh, looks like Loki dropped in. Hey Loki, how's it going? Doing opening problems tonight. A little bit. And then maybe a game, maybe some life and death, I don't know. Okay. Black to play. And we've got 2 different variations here. Probably one is a correct or one is an incorrect, I don't know. Black to play. Black has made a Sanrinse with the marked stone against white 1. The pincer of black 2 is often played. How does black respond? Okay, this is looking familiar. Like, have we already been through this? Oh, I guess we're only on problem 2, so we've already done these actually. It's just that I reloaded it as an SPF, so maybe I should jump ahead to 5. I'll revisit these, why not? It doesn't hurt. Basically, because of this marked stone, black wants to play down like this. That's the correct answer. White's normal sequence is to extend here, and then black will push and White will settle, black will knights move. This puts most of the emphasis on the right side. The lower side is kind of uninteresting. There's another variation that I don't play very often that puts a little bit more emphasis on the bottom. And then the wrong way, of course, is to turn the other direction. You turn the other direction, you're basically not using this stone at all. So as you can see, this marked stone here is useless, and the bottom is still kind of uninteresting. White can play over here if he wants to, and this whole wall for black is not all that great looking. Next problem, we'll skip ahead to 6. That's where I was at in the other one, I think. Problem 6, black to play. Instead of making a Sanrin say at A, black has played the markstone. Okay, we played this too because it basically shows that having this stone here is critical for black to extend, or for black to turn at R4, otherwise Q3 is really the only option, so we played this already. High Chinese, I don't think we did this, so we'll try it. Black to play. How should black play after white extends to 3? Well, to me, I mean, black would really love to get a double wing down here. So the question for me is it low or is it high? Seems like high looks a little bit better. Let's try it. Black's aim in playing the Chinese opening is both to take territory and make a moyo. Therefore, black extends to 1, mapping out a moyo in the lower right. That's the right variation. Incorrect variations are this, it's too flat. Black 1 is contrary to the spirit of the Chinese opening. Oh, you wouldn't want to be contrary to the spirit of the Chinese opening. Doesn't really allow for moyo development. And then black, maybe this is a little too close because black or white can still play over here. Yeah. White will pincer with 2. And whether black plays A, B, or C next, he must give up any hope of building a moyo. Yeah. Next problem. White to play. White 4 in problem 4 is not bad, but some players prefer white 4 in problem 4 is not bad. 1, 2, 3. But some players prefer not to let black get the advantage on the right side. What is white's counter strategy? So the idea here is that we don't want black to get an advantage on the right side. Well, I mean, when I say I don't want to give people the advantage on the right side, I'd say approach this, right? This is kind of trying to build a wall towards the right side. You could also play the star point directly, I guess. That's weird. Let's try it. Nope, it's a different variation, so it's the wrong answer. Maybe just approach here then. Nope, wrong answer. Approach here? Nope, wrong answer. Okay, that's 3 wrong answers, so I'm gonna look. Ah, low. Approach low on the top. So I think I had the right idea with this one that I first looked at. It's just that, I guess with the low one, black would play Shusaku. Nope, of course not. That would be too easy. Play, no, that'd be too easy. Shit, I don't know. One more and then I have to give it up. Pincer? How's that for crazy? Hmm. Okay, that's it. Okay, we'll just take the other corner. It's still called a Shusaku opening. I was just wrong. It's too early to play Q15, I guess. Oh. Alright, well I have to go walk my dogs and stuff, so I'll pop back on the stream in a little bit, I think, but I'm going to close it down for now since it's been about an hour. I'll be back probably another couple of hours to do some more problems or to play a game or something, so I'm going to head out there, guys. Take it easy.